Yeah, I mean, boom, right? Boom, and then ability. You know what I mean? 26 in the air, dude. I forgot this saddle in, but let's just do this. Oh no, dude. We did double damage. So like that's good. But we could have done double the double damage. Oh no. Because we're gonna immediately put counters. Okay. Now Kami can tap for 4 mana. So what we do with that is we cast this for 3, coming in with an extra counter because of Kami as well. Shabam. Yeah. Hang on. I still can, right? Because it doesn't have to be the creature that's being targeted. So we're putting a counter and we're targeting it, right? Boom, bam, boom. Shabam. Shabang. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't got 5 mana to pay to get your spell through. No one's ever going to do that. But I want to just go over how easy it is to build up like a 2020 creature in this deck. It's kind of cracked, and we are doing the Voldaren Thrillseeker, explosion, hence the name. And we're sort of doubling up on the value that we're creating with these large creatures. We also have many haste creatures in the deck too, aka Goldvein Hydra, One Shivan Devastator. We can get those guys in, get the value from their swing, and then immediately sacrifice them, usually doing even more damage than initially done, right? So good, guys. Now the mouse is insane because every spell or ability that targets it, you put a counter. Now, if you target it with, like, to say the Ozolith, well, first of all, you're targeting it, so you're putting a counter, but because of the Ozolith's static ability, you're putting 2, and then the actual counter from the Ozolith goes on the mouse, and because of the Ozolith's ability, you're putting another counter. So the mouse goes to a 5/5 just from that interaction. Now, if you have a Kami of Whispered Hopes on the field, each one of those interactions is going to be an extra counter, right? That's insane. And if you have your Innkeeper's talent on level 3, I mean, your mouse is going to be a 20/20 in a blink of an eye. And then, of course, at the beginning of combat, every turn, you're putting a counter with this, which is targeting the mouse again. Absolutely insane. Ordinary Tumblewag. I think you maybe saw in the intro. We could have saddled it that little clip. The guy would have been at minus 72 HP at the end of that, so that would have been good, right? Because we would have doubled it to 40, and then 40 would have doubled to 80 because of the other very beautifully important card of the deck, which is Solphim. Man, all of these Voldaren things that's non-combat damage, as well as just the hero dying, right? That's non-combat damage. So you're gonna be doubling that up. So if they don't have exile if they don't happen to have exile on the exact turn they need it, which is like kind of rare, you're gonna win like all the time. I am undefeated. It's absolutely broken. I do want to go over another very important card that is like, this is the most slept on card in standard, I promise you. Like, first of all, if you cast it for X is 0, it's just a 2 mana counter anything spell if you have a reasonably sized creature, right? As long as you have like a 3/3 or a 4/4, they're not gonna have 3 or 4 mana to pay, right? And then because of the scalability of this card, well, you wouldn't cast it unless you're ensuring that it's going to get through, right? Plus, if you cast this even for X is 0, you're still technically targeting Mr. Hero here, which is actually going to put the counter. And because of Ozolith, putting 2 counters, because of Kami, putting 3 counters, and then its ability for it's just so cracked. Inti as well can put counters on your guy, giving your huge mouse trample or your huge anything trample. You already have trample with Goldvein Hydra. By the way, Kami, right, is a pretty good target for Voldaren. You can just put the counters on Kami. Kami's immediately at least a 4/4, probably larger because of Ozolith. And then if you tap it right with after this trigger, your Kami is going to be tapping for X's a bazillion, so you can quite literally cast like a 15/15 Hydra pretty easily, man. So there's another win con right there. If you're not winning from your mouse, you're winning from your Hydra, you're winning from your Kami Voldaren synergy, Inti giving your guys trample, and Solphim doubling that up is cracked. And I do want to emphasize again, when you sacrifice your mouse with Voldaren, you are doing damage from the mouse's ability and the Voldaren's ability, and if Solphim's on the field, you win the game because you're doing so freaking much. Bristly Bill is in here as a static way of doubling all the counters. So that's good. Probably run one more Bristling Bill if you have the Mythic. I don't. But hey, you know, we do what we can do. Now, there are some other weird cards I'll go over really quickly before we get into the 4 games where we just cream the opponent for you today. I hope you watch them. Thanks for all the support, whether that be a like, just watching the video, maybe subbing for more. But let's go over the cards. So this is, you know, blue is definitely needed in this deck, mostly because of that counter spell. But here's another bounce spell. And then it's actually really cute with Solphim because if this guy's on the field, you will be doing like 2 damage every time, which can add up very quickly. There are a lot of smaller, cheaper, you know, spells in this deck, so it's won me out game or two here and there. I like it. It's cute. Into the Flood Maw is going to be just important interaction for those mono red decks, right? You know, they cast their Monstrous Rage and their whatever on their Slick Shot. Sorry, Buster. That'll buy you a whole extra turn, which often can be the momentum you need to get to the right size and win the game. This does compete with mono red in sort of the same like aggressive tempo-y vibe because we have so much. But what this has that deck doesn't is rebuildability. You know, as long as you have like your static value boys kind of on the field, maybe even just Kami sitting there, you can easily rebuild to a huge size very, very quickly without having to necessarily invest like a bunch of spells to sort of go all in. It's really good, guys. A Malcolm is just a flyer, which is cute. Another flyer besides Shivan, which like putting a bunch of counters on a flyer is never bad. And it's also card filtering, which is nice. So maybe just 1 Malcolm. Of course, Flood Maw, as I just said, but also really cute little thing. You can copy the target activated or triggered ability, right? Whether that be doubling counters with Ornery or Bristly Bill or your mouse trigger or your Voldaren trigger. Dude, this is good. This is probably the first deck where I'm like, yeah, this is a great one of. So that is pretty much all the cards. Okay, we have a cute little hand here. We are gonna have to probably lead with the Malcolm since we don't have the red, which is unusual, but hey, Malcolm's always been a good play. We have 2 commies, which is actually really nice. Doubling up on commies is kind of nasty. And we did just get a Flood Maw off the top. So, dude, I mean, between Voldaren, Inti, and Kami's ability, your guys are getting massive. Let's be patient here. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to return this yet because we don't have anything in our graveyard that's like super scary or whatever. Do we lay the Inti? Yeah, let's lay the Inti. No removal. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the thanks. No blocks. No removal is kind of weird with a mono black start like this with the tiny bones, but okay, they want to go for the Phyrexian. Okay. Now, I think that we lay this. Yeah, we want it. The reason I laid that land instead of trying to like look for one with Inti is so that we can get the extra counter. This is a little tough. Let's put the second Kami, even though I was just saying like 2 Kamis is crazy. But right, we get that extra counter because of Homie's ability. Very good. There was another Inti on top, which is not ideal. So that worked out nicely. And being that they don't seem to have removal. Okay, they have the... Okay, so exiling's pretty annoying. Being that we have the mouse, right, that we're trying to like do the death trigger with. But we could always just run them over with things like Shivan Devastator, right? So that isn't the worst thing in the world. I think we had 2 Intis in the deck and we already put 1 in exile, so if they are looking for more, we don't have them. Thanks. No blocks. Okay, so now that we've laid Kami as well, we can showcase how powerful that is with things like Voldaren. Right, because we're gonna immediately put counters. Okay, now Kami can tap for 4 mana. So what we do with that is we cast this for 3, coming in with an extra counter because of Cameo as well. Shabam. So pretty insane little interaction just between these cards here, right? So you'll see more of that kind of stuff, especially with like our Ozolith and our Innkeepers on the field. Dude, I'm telling you, I was actually like shocked when I kind of like, I was like, hey, these kind of, this will work, right? I was, I think blue is worth it for some of this early interaction, like maybe just for Flood Maw. Also, that Scalding Viper is kind of cute. And of course, that 5-drop copy the trigger card is really cute. But mostly that counter spell. I want you guys to see that counter spell in action, dude. It's like such a momentum swing, but also just it's a kick in the shins, Okay, a -4, okay. So they got some good removal, but they're like expensive removal. Yeah, I would be fine trading here this time. Yeah, I think that's the move. Dude, like look at this, right? And if we had like larger cards, Kami would be tapping for like a gabillion trillion, right? Being that we don't have the mana here, I'm a little frustrated. Just a little bit. I want to maybe let's hold Voldaren. Let's swing with Kami. I want to get Malcolm on the field here. Like Voldaren would have put 2s, would have put 3, and they would have been at 2 right now. But right, it kind of would have been like an all-in type of situation. If we had one more mana to hold up the snake skin, we would have pretty much been in winning position, right? So there's the Shouldered that I kind of was anticipating. And okay, so we win the game. Yeah, so we win the game here. We could have snake skinned now, but we want to be patient. There's that mana we really wanted. Hit him with the thanks. And we good game him. Right, Kami could tap for 7 if we had like a huge creature, but we're just going to win with Kami in this case. So that was really good. Let's show you some more though. You want to see the other cards in the deck, I promise. Don't leave quite yet. Don't do it. Okay, the Shuffler always will give you your 1 copy of Malcolm apparently. So that's cool. But we don't have any blue mana. We had a similar hand last time, so we're going to hit the mulligan button. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, we got our 3 colors. Ooh. Ooh. Let's keep 6. As much as I like Veil, we're gonna be a risky boy right now. We're just gonna do this. Okay? We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna say no to that. Bill is nice, right? If I had another Bill, he'd possibly make the cut, but it's less. I think you're trying to win the game before you get, 5, 6, 7 mana, all that. So yeah. So that's my thoughts. Do we just lay Bill here? Yeah, we just lay Bill. I mean, it's Simic so far, which is interesting. They got the Candy Trail, so I think it's safer than usual. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, this is that really good Squirrel. That is a really good card. That's a good card, man. Holy. Okay, let's. Yes, we put the counter on Bill. Bill's a cute little dude. I think we Kami here. Okay. We swing with Bill. I love saying Bill. It's so silly. Yeah, now when we lay a land, we'll be putting 2 counters because of Kami McLami. So, oh, it's this. Okay, and they have a red in here, which is weird. Okay, because they're probably playing that 2-drop. Create the golem from making food thing. Oh, golem food. I could see that being pretty relevant actually going forward when people figure out the exact numbers. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, baby. So we Voldaren onto Kami. Kami's big, and we immediately sap down a Solphim. Let's go. You know what I mean? Sure, we're not going to take advantage of the sacrifice tree, but we don't do that quite yet until we're ready to win the game. And when we get our second Voldaren, I mean, yeah, we just have to do. We'll win the game if we get one more Voldaren just wins the game on the spot. I guess we do need one more mana, right? Because we have to cast it. So that's the thing. You do need at least like 4 mana to win the game on the spot, usually. Actually, no, I take that back because we can just tap the Kami. So broken. This is so good. It's so good and it's so cute as well. Okay. Yeah. I mean, dude, right? Because we lay this, okay? Absolutely. Now, Kami can tap for we could double the counters on Kami, but she doesn't have the sacrifice trigger. So we'll tap Kami for Shabam. Okay. We swingle, swingle, swangle? Do we want to lose Solphim to the stupid golem? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I mean, no, I don't necessarily want to do that. You know what I mean? Let's just not be greedy, even though I want to be greedy. But we're getting to a point where it's like, and we could just, with our Ozolith, slowly build up Voldaren. I mean, only 8? 8 is nothing, especially if our flyer sticks around here. Okay, they're starting to, like, pop off. So the top deck we get is, I mean, dude, we can just double the counters on Siobhan. Dude, freaking broken. You don't got reach. You don't got nothing. You're tapped out. Hit him with a good game? Because we're toxic like that? Sure. Because we're just gonna win with Shimon. But you can see what I mean. Like, if you put the count, yeah, dude. So good, so good, absolutely so good. I think we're just gonna fly on over though. I didn't even need the block there. Maybe I could have won with style points the other way. In fact, I'm sure I could have. But yeah, I mean, boom, right? Boom, and then ability. You know what I mean? 26 in the air, dude. So we got to see Bristly Bill. Solphim and Voldaren didn't quite get to show off how brutal that is, and we haven't got the mouse yet. So we're just gonna have to keep playing until we do the mouse thing. Okay. So okay, game 3 for you. We do want to get the mouse, which of course we are not getting ever. But this is a pretty dang good hand, if I do say so myself. We don't really need a second blue for any reason. We have the one for this amazing card. Absolutely amazing. Innkeeper's Talon off the top here was nice. Let's play that. Let's play that. Yeah. Yeah. Depending on right, if we're against a non-removal based deck, this deck is like incredible. It's so incredible. I think I've seen this is starting to go around, or at least I've seen it a few times now. Okay. I think we ornery here. Ornery is the vibe, right? Because we put a counter. Which, like, I'll take any day, babe. Maybe we could just freaking sacrifice Tumble, dude. And just win. RN. Right now. No, I'm just kidding. You know, it'd be kind of... Let's do this. I know that seems really dumb. Possibly could have been. But we're going to hold up Repulsive Mutation. Okay, we're just going to make this guy huge. Should we swing here? Yeah. Yeah, let's swing. I didn't double block, really. Yeah, we survive. There's no spell to counter, but like you can see, right? You can target a spell and target one of your guys, which will trigger your mouse. You know, I wanted to counter a spell, but you gave me the double block that was gonna be a win for us anyway. But I just wanted to cast the card, man. This is so good. This is so good. It's the most slept on card in Standard. I'll continue calling it that. I've seen like no one use it, which is just redonkulous. Now we want to lay Solphim first. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. This is getting a little silly how good this all is. Okay. So Solphim can saddle McDaddle the boy. Okay. Dude, this is getting a little silly. A little bit silly, if I do say so myself. Now, we are going all in, but I kind of love that, right? And when he attacks, I mean, dude, like, that's so funny to me for some reason. Now, if this guy has no removal, I mean, the fact that he didn't block there is weird. It makes me think he has removal. Wait. Wait. So he tapped one of his blockers down? That seems not great. Like, okay, you get your little thing. I almost want to say nice, but that's like pretty rude. Okay. Okay. So we can't quite level this up, but we can do this, right? So wait, I forgot to saddle him though. I forgot to saddle him. We could have doubled the counters. No. I forgot to saddle him, but let's just do this. Oh no, dude. We did double damage. So like that's good. But we could have done double the double damage. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so that was awesome. I'm really sad I misplayed that because that could have been a cool little clip for the intro. But let's play one more for you because we haven't even seen the mouse yet. Okay, so let's keep this because we have the mouse. Yeah. We will lead this. The mouse is crazy. I hope we get all of our combo pieces. Solphim doubling the damage that last game was sick. Mouse gets removed. It's not a bad top deck later though, because you just like slap it down and we have many ways of immediately like, mana syncing our stuff. I think we just bill here. The surveil next turn is gonna be really good actually. It's like a nice turn to have a surveil, I would say, as we know a little bit more about what our opponents are doing. So yeah, and we can keep Bill alive with our thing. Yeah, so we definitely don't want that there. Okay. The Snakeskin Veil is probably huge here, I would imagine, because this is probably the turn they remove it, right? Um, 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 um. Whoa, 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 Furnace, Skull Bomb. Say it isn't so. What kind of weird artifact nonsense is this, bro? Is this a deck? Huh? Alright. Hey, the mouse off the top. Juice. Yeah, we do this. Yup. Okay, so putting a counter, put another counter. Boom, baby. See what I mean? Now, dude, okay. Repulsive mutation always. Whew. Shibbity ding dongs. Know what I'm saying? Shibbity ding dongs. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a no, Buster. That's gonna be a big old no. Counter that spell. Now I want to target the mouse. Oh wait, I still can. Yeah. hang on. I still can, right? Because it doesn't have to be the creature that's being targeted. So we're putting a counter and we're targeting it, right? Boom, bam, boom. Shabam. Shabang. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't got 5 mana to pay to get your spell through. No one's ever gonna do that. No one. What spell is worth like extra 5 mana that you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's any spell ever in the history of Magic that's like, oh, I really wanted that to go through. I'm gonna pay an extra 5 mana. Well, maybe like a Trackstar or something, but you won't have that extra mana, right? So if we lay Solphim here, I mean, like, dude, if the mouse dies, they're taking. It's a good game. Dude, that was 4 games already, and we didn't get to show off the absolutely deadly Voldaren freaking combo McLombo. I'm gonna call it here. I might make a part 2 of this. If you watched it all the way to end, this is a deck that's like I'm gonna keep playing with for sure to grind a ladder. And I'm gonna make a part 2 of this for sure with maybe like some tweaks as I learn more about it, and learn more about the meta. And yeah, you could see the mouse Voldaren that you can imagine it, right? Come on, you can imagine it. I'm so sad I messed up that doubling the counters with the freaking Tumblelag last game. But yeah, if you liked the video at any point, like it, sub for more, and I hope you have a great day. I will catch you in the next video. And on the ladder. Yeah.